Hey Ben, Jessica Peterson here. I really appreciate you speaking with me this morning and accepting this video. I'm super excited you did because I'm going to share with you a couple strategies that you can start applying right away, and it's really going to help you guys bring in more traffic and get more jobs every single month, okay? Currently, you are getting 1 or 2 people to your website per month organically, meaning you're missing out on over 60 to 70% of jobs every single month by not having these strategies in place, okay? So, and I know these strategies work because we've done it with over 50 other restoration companies just like you guys throughout the U.S., and it's made a huge difference for those businesses. So please take this information, run with it, apply it, start today so you can be out there helping more people in your community. But if you would rather focus on what you do best and have a partner in this, give us a call because this is our specialty. And we specialize in working with restoration companies just like you, okay? So we're talking 3 strategies. We're going to talk about content, citations, and then backlinks, okay? So here we are on your site. I do like your site. It's different. It's kind of fun. I don't get to have fun on websites very often, so it's kind of fun. I like that. I like that you have separate pages for all your major services. That is absolutely critical. It looks like you do have a service area page, so hopefully you also have pages for each of the areas you service, so you can be targeting those local communities. Just listing the areas we serve, unfortunately, is not enough anymore. I love that you have a click to call buttons up here. And I know you have a form at the bottom of the page, but if you were to move that to the top, your conversions are, when the people actually land on your page, you're going to get a ton more conversions. You're going to get a lot more form submissions as well. So make sure you have those CTAs throughout your website. Alright, so getting back to business, when it comes to ranking on Google, it is all based on content. Content is key, and you need a lot of content. And content can be in the form of videos. It can be in the form of images. We're trying to find an image. Written. You do have a good amount of written content, which is awesome. You do need that. So here's an image. I want to make sure all images are optimized for your service area. That is just a bunch of gobbledygook. Okay, so that's not optimized. Every single image on your website needs to have local keywords. So whether your main focus is McMinnville, is that how you say it? or whether it's Portland, Oregon, your home page and service pages need to be based on local keywords around that specific area. And then those other service area pages, you can focus those pages on keywords for the services in that area. But on here, the home page, we need to be having some type of local keywords. So I'm just going to say Portland because I'm butchering the other name. So if you have water damage restoration Portland, Portland water damage, Portland smoke remediation, whatever, you need to have those local keywords for each of these services and understand people search differently. And so there's often multiple variations of that keyword. So you want to capitalize on that to be able to drive as much traffic as you can for all of these services. This homepage is the most important page of your entire website because it ties all of your pages throughout the website together. It ties it in a nice little bow. It helps Google make sense of everything that's going on the website. Okay, so it's really, really critical. Now this homepage, you do have a decent amount of written content, which is good. And we want to make sure that there's at least 1,500 words or more on this page. because we're competing with your competition, we always have to do better than they're doing. And so if your competitors have 1,500 words, you need more. So go after, get 1,800 or 2,000 words on this page, okay? Back in the old days, just simply listing zip codes and cities was enough. It's not anymore. So you have to have the right type of content, because Google sends crawlers to your website. Sorry, this is that form I was telling you. If you put that up top, it's going to increase your conversions dramatically. So anyways, Google sends crawlers to your website, and they're like mini robots, and it scans all your images, video, and written content to learn what your website is about, what type of services you offer, and where you offer those services. So if it's not the right type of content on this page, Google doesn't understand what type of customers to send to you. So how can we expect them to send anybody to your website, right? So it is really, really important to have the content and keyword strategy dialed in. If we took a top competitor in Portland, for water damage, we have ServPro. And ServPro, yes, being a franchise, but they're very beatable. You're not competing against the entire franchise, only those local areas. And ServPro franchisees have their hands tied. They're not allowed to be modifying this content, so they can't focus on a strategy that's actually beneficial. And so you have the advantage. You can do better. You can come in here and have more content on your home page, have more pages, write more long form blog content, etc. All of that additional content helps you to be indexed for more keywords and to be able to rank, okay? Now, we all know when your customers search in Google, they'll do a search term similar to this, and we want it to be your business that's showing up in each of the areas you serve for those services. And there's 3 spots on the first page of Google that your business can have good position in. And the first is always going to be ads. So those could be your cost per click ads or these local service ads. And this could be a really profitable place to be as long as you have the right foundation set up. But if you don't, you're going to have a really poor ROI. And we should focus on the other 2 areas more because they get majority of the traffic. So this section here, this is your Google Map Pack. You want your Google Business Profile to be one of the top 3 in your area for each service, because 30% of people come straight here and they don't go anywhere else. So when you're not one of these top 3, you're leaving money on the table and you're sending every single one of those jobs to your competitors. So in order to get in the top 3, you're going to have to optimize that profile and go out and get citations. And citations are simply listing the name of the business, the address, phone number, and website, and listing those in a bunch of directories like Yellow Pages, the Better Business Bureau, Yelp, Angie's List, Houzz. All of those are citations. So we need more of those than our competition, and every single one is sending additional signals to Google, telling Google what your business is about so that they can send you more customers. And then this third section here is the most important section. This is your organic section. This is the most important because 60 to 70% of people will skip the maps, they'll skip the ads, and they come right here. So we need your website to be showing up here when your customers are searching. And otherwise, you're losing 60 to 70% of your business or jobs every single month. So in order to get here, it all comes back to the foundation of this website being properly built and optimized with the right content and keyword strategy. And then you need to support it with a backlink SEO. So if we look here, this is Ahrefs, a paid tool we use to tell us how your website performs. We can see here you have a rating of a 6 out of 100 in Google's trust flow, meaning Google doesn't trust your website. And that's partly because of the content, but more so the power you're sending to the website. Like every other tool you use, it requires power. And websites get power through backlinks. So we need a lot of these backlinks. We need more than our competitors. But it's important to understand that not all backlinks are created equal. We have to be going after the right kind of do-follow backlinks that are closest related to the services that you offer. Sure, we could go out and try and get links from like Pizza Hut and Burger King, but you don't serve food. And because you don't serve food, if you got those links, they'd actually be considered spam. Okay, so we have to focus on good quality links, like from websites of other home service type businesses, magazines related, even vendors. Okay, so it's really, really important that we get the good ones and keep bringing them in each month. And as we do, this score increases, which increases your authority and helps Google promote your website and helps your keywords to rank. Right now, you've only been indexed for 13 keywords, and you're getting 4 people to your website per month. So you're missing out on hundreds of opportunities by just not having these strategies in place. If we look at your keywords, you have one keyword in McMinnville that is on the first page, so that's great. It's more towards the center and bottom of the page. The higher you are ranking when you are on the first page, the higher percentage of this volume you will actually get to your page. So you could be getting up to 37, 40+% of the traffic for each keyword, the higher you are in your rankings. If we look at your competition, they have a poor score because there's no point in them doing much since they can't fix what's wrong. So their website, though, the whole website is very, very strong. And because it has this much power, it's able to push the power to these other franchisees. And because of that, these guys are able to rank their keywords and get over 296 people to this one specific location. And when we look, you can see that they are ranking in the top spots for all of these keywords, which is how they're driving that traffic. So again, these guys are absolutely beatable. You have the potential to beat any of your competitors, but you have to employ the strategies that I've just given you. Please feel free to take this information, run with it, and start applying it today and start driving that traffic and helping more people. But if you'd rather focus on what you do best and have a partner in growth, at Peterson SEO, this is what we do. This is our specialty. And we specialize in working with restoration companies just like you guys. So please feel free to reach out, ask any questions, respond to our email, give us a call. And we would love to hear from you. And if you would love to give us or be kind enough to give me feedback on this video, I would really appreciate it. Because we're always trying to make them better. So thanks again for watching, and I do look forward to hearing from you soon.